Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsey's Little Library. First of all, welcome to a new location with my kids back to school, and they are only going to school every other day, as well as with my status of working from home for kind of the foreseeable future. We have revamped our basement space, so I have an office down here. We have the kids' office, well, desk school space down here, and my husband took over upstairs. So I'm just going to record today's video from down here so that I don't disturb him. So you'll see me kind of in both places depending upon how I can fit things in. So welcome to my basement, welcome to my office, all of that fun stuff. It's quiet now, so I thought I would do this kind of quick. So anyways, welcome to BookList Thursday. BookList Thursday is something I do with Sarah over at Sarah's Nightstand. We come to you every Thursday with some sort of book, thoughts, ideas, recommendations, something bookish related. So today's theme, kind of in honor of the first Thursday in September, kind of an unofficial kickoff to fall. Kids are back to school, we're back to some routines. Summer seems to be kind of over, especially today. It is chilly today. I mean, it's beautiful outside, but I definitely have my nice warm sweatshirt on today because it's a little crisp, but that's okay. That's okay because it goes with our theme. So we're going to talk about new releases coming out this fall that we are super excited about. I may have mentioned a few of these already, but definitely not all of them. So it was hard to narrow it down to 5. But here we go. So first one I'm really excited for, and it is a book of the month selection. So if you've been thinking about joining book of the month, and you're super excited about this book I'm going to tell you about, I think you get your first month for $9.99 if you use my code below. So you'd get this awesome hardback book for $10. Definitely worth it. But first book I want to talk about is Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. It officially comes out September 8th, which is this next coming Tuesday. And Frederick Bachman is easily an auto-buy author for me. He's probably not for everybody, but I loved his Bear Town. There's 2 books that go with that. I loved A Man Called Uva. I really enjoyed My Grandmother Asked You to Tell You She's Sorry. Really enjoyed those books. He is a writer that you just know every word that he chooses and every sentence he puts together. There is just something behind it. There's meaning behind it. He's beautiful writer. This one seems a little bit more like it might have some kind of funny aspects to it. So Anxious People follows a would-be bank robber as he fails at robbing a bank, and he takes cover at an apartment where 8 strangers happen to be there because they're doing like an open house type of event to try to rent this apartment. So he bursts into these 8 people who really don't know each other and holds them hostage. So the police and the media are outside, he's inside with these people. And because of this stressful situation and how these people are dealing with this, they start kind of sharing their deepest secrets and kind of showing their true selves to the point where the bank robber is almost like, okay, would I rather go deal with the police outside than stay in here with these people? So it sounds interesting. It sounds a little like there could be potential for it to be a little funny, but I'm really looking forward to that book that comes out super soon, and maybe it already is in my book of the month box coming to my house already. So excited. Next book I want to talk about is by one of my all-time favorite authors, Jodi Picoult, is coming out with a book. It's been a while since she's had a book come out. I believe her last one was Sparkle Light, which was almost a year and a half ago. So her next book is called The Book of Two Ways. It comes out on the 22nd of September. I believe these dates are still right. Bear with me, I'm pretty sure they are. 22nd of September, and The Book of Two Ways follows our main character who is on an airplane and hears like the worst news in the world, basically saying, guys, prepare for a crash because we're going down. And so while she's going down, she's kind of, again, starts kind of flashing back to her life and thinking about where she ended up, and she kind of gave up the career and the dreams she wanted because she ended up falling in love and having a child. And she is a death doula, so she deals a lot with the hospice system as she kind of helps people throughout the last pieces of their life. She survives the crash, and after she's checked out by a doctor, the airline basically says, "We will fly you to anywhere you need to go." Well, while she was going down, she started thinking about and kind of regretting not going forth with her original dream, and that was to kind of be in Egypt and do some archaeological digs. And she is at this crossroads of, does she go back to her life that she knows, or does she go forward to explore maybe this relationship with this person she used to be with, maybe this other career that she used to be a part of? Does she choose to do that? So she's kind of at this crossroads, and we don't know where she goes from there, but Jodi will make you think, guarantee it. The next one I'm super, super excited about is completely different than the first two, is my friends Christina Lauren. I love them, and this one comes out on October 6th. It's called In a Holidays. This one sounds fun too. This one gives me like the movie Groundhog's Day vibes, because we have Malin Jones, who is kind of at a sucky point in her life. She's living with her parents again. She has this job she's not really loving. She's not really in a relationship like she's been wanting to, but she's like, all right, we're gonna go and celebrate Christmas for the last year at this really awesome cabin in the mountains in Utah. It's her and I think her family and two other families that go there for like one last great Christmas together that they've been doing for years. As she's leaving, she kind of sends out a last minute prayer of like, come on, can we just point me in the right direction that gets me to be happy? And ends up getting into a car accident, ends up waking up back in time on the airplane as if she's going to the cabin for the first time. It sounds like this loop repeats itself a few times until she tries to like get it right and figure out what her decisions are to get that right. So I'm sure it will be fun. I'm sure there's going to be some snarkiness to it because Christina Lauren is fantastic at that. I'm super excited for In a Holidays. Definitely going to pick that one up. The next book I'm really excited about is comes out November 24th, and it is Ready Player 2 by Ernest Cline. It is the sequel to Ready Player 1, which I read actually a while ago, and I listened to that book, which highly, highly suggest listening to that book. It's fantastic. Ready Player 1 is a book that takes our main character, Wade Watts, and he is living in the future, and it's a dystopian future. It's not fantastic. We have messed up this planet like no tomorrow. And so a lot of people live in the virtual reality world of the Oasis, and he goes on this quest to find these Easter eggs that have been left in the Oasis by the now deceased kind of creator to win his fortune, basically. It is a fantastic book, and I am not a sci-fi reader to that extent, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm excited to see where this book goes in Ready Player 2. I didn't read what it's about because I don't want to know. I just want to go into it, if that makes sense. Plus, I wouldn't tell you anyways because I feel like I'd spoil things from the first book. And then my last book I'm really excited about, another favorite author. I feel like this is like, instead of fall new releases, this is like all new books by Lindsey's favorite authors because they all got together and decided to release like in the same season. But my friend Colleen Hoover's coming out with a new one called Layla. She just had one release called Heartbones, which I need to get my hands on as well. But Layla comes out on December 8th, which technically is still kind of fall because winter doesn't start till later. But I'm using my creative at will if you just go with me. Whoop, just go with me on it. So Layla follows our main character, Layla, and her, I don't know if boyfriend or her other half, his name is Leeds, which Colleen is like amazing at coming up with very unique character names. But we have Leeds and Layla, and they are in love, and they are this great couple, and things are fantastic, and life is grand until Layla is attacked and left fighting for her life. She does end up surviving. She is physically okay, but mentally and emotionally not okay. She's not the same Layla that she was. So Leeds decides, let's take Layla back to this B&B and bed and breakfast. Let's take her back there to where we met and hopefully kind of rekindle our relationship, kind of help her heal, help her get past this attack. While he's there with Layla, he meets another woman named Willow, who also has some issues going on, also has some secrets, and he ends up kind of connecting with her and comes to this point of realization he cannot help both of these women. He needs to either help Willow, but it may hurt Layla, or if he helps Layla, it's going to hurt Willow. So it's kind of, where does Leeds go from here? How does that end up? It's Colleen Hoover. It's going to be complicated. It's going to be glorious. I'm probably not going to agree with part of it, but I don't care. She makes me think. I just love her. So those are my 5 books that are coming out in this fall into December that I'm really excited about. So I'm looking forward to fall. I don't know about you guys. It is my favorite season. I wholeheartedly enjoy it. I love cool, crisp mornings. I'm not a pumpkin spice latte person. I mean, I'll indulge and have one, but not like go crazy. But I love my hot coffee, to sit on the porch and it's chilly, wrapped in a blanket and read. It's glorious. It's fantastic. I'm excited for all of these books. They all will most likely find a place on my shelf or on my Kindle at some point. Some are already on the way. But anyways, let's go see over to Sarah's channel, see what she has picked out for her new fall releases that are coming out that she's excited about. I'm not sure if any of these are on her radar or not. They probably are. Otherwise, comment below, let me know if there's any good fall releases that you know about that are coming out that I need to get my hands on. I would love to chat about them below. Otherwise, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.